We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now. Hunter Green, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
So stepping in, Christopher Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Striding in once again, Christopher Rogers. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
The 1-0 is taken down and in for a ball.
2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Now the 2-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Round it, round.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Settling in now, Bo Bichette. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Strikes. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Margot is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ready once again, Tyler Ramirez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Digging in and looking for more, Christopher Rogers, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first.
Nope, that's inside.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Now the 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. from the stretch.
2 balls, 1 strike. They count.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. This one's flared toward left center. Here comes a left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in, and the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now batting, fielder,
Now that's popped up. Guzman is there, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 8th inning coming up. Reds lead this one 4-2.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Reds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Hunter Green with his 4th win this season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Jeffrey Norman records the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll come on with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 35.
Your pitch, huh?
Grounded back up the middle, scooped up, a step on second for the force, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Reds out in front 2-0.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Cincinnati Reds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Darren McCowan with his 4th win this season. Vince Velasquez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jordan Hicks closes the door for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Adrian Hauser, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets.
Into the box, Wander Franco, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First, reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series.
Take the play infield. Let's go.
Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary.
Now at the plate, Christopher Rogers. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Roll. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Reds turned away first time through. Will go on to the second in Cincinnati. Still scoreless on the show. Into the box now, Christopher Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike called. Now the throw down. He's there, and he's out. Nailed by Schufo.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Digging in, Nicholas Castellanos.
Right fielder, number 2, Nick.
Rogers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he is in there.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're up 2-0.
Rays, number 45.
Now batting, Christopher Rogers. A hit in 2 tries so far. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
Hey, let's get up there, huh?
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ramirez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Play ball.
So striding forward now, Christopher Rogers, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from 3rd. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead. It's 6-1.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs. You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
6-1, the final tally today. The Reds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Adrian Hauser notches his 3rd win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.